Hi there, it's Tracy here from the Papercraft Studio. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to show you this cute little tissue box, and it holds a little pack of these quite standard size tissues, and it features a new stamp set called Hey Birthday Chick. Oops, bring me in the next bit. Hey Birthday Chick. So these little cuties are featured on another stamp set as well, which we had in a previous Sale-a-bration. That set is called Hey Chick. This one's Hey Birthday Chick, and both have coordinating dies if you want them as well. You can have just the stamp sets, or you can save 10% if you buy the stamp set and dies at the same time. So with these are the Hey Birthday Chick dies. So you get one for each of the chicks. Some little bunting, happy birthday, really handy. Straw, a little bag of grain, a fence, etc. You can see all those bits. In the other set you get a hen house and again dies to cut out the chicks. I can't quite remember what else is in that one, but have a look on my shop if you want to see the details of those. But these are available for a limited time. Super cute. So I thought I'd show you how I made this box, and this is my thank you gift for February. So anyone who's shopped with me in February will get one of these. So very minimal supplies. You could make a stash of these with not a lot here. So this time I'm going to make Bermuda Bay. This was Granny Apple Green. Actually, I should just show you. These ombre papers are a Sale-a-bration free gift if you spend £45. One of the options that you can choose, and that's available until the end of February. If you shop with me until the end of Feb, for every £45 you spend, you can choose a free Sale-a-bration item. So it could be a stamp set or it could be papers, and these are just so gorgeous. Let me show you so there's Bermuda Bay and Rococo Rose, Granny Apple Green, and Blackberry Bliss. So you get the plain ombre, but you also get like these little bubbles in all the colors as well. Let me show you that's Granny Apple Green and Blackberry Bliss. So you get 48 sheets of those, really good value. But like I say, only available through Sale-a-bration, which ends at the end of February, and only available with a qualifying order. So if you fancy these, why not order the chicks on the bundle or the 2 stamp sets? You won't be far off qualifying for those. Maybe throw in a glue as well. So I'll leave that there. I'm going to do a Bermuda Bay version this time. So you need a piece of cardstock which measures 7 inches by 7 inches, and then the smallest amount of designer series paper, which measures 2 inches by 4 1/4 inch. So you could actually get quite a few of these, well, loads out of that stack, but 3 out of each sheet of these. So really good value. And I thought this looked a bit like kind of grass. Maybe this was like sky with eggs. Eggs or bubbles, I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to score this. Originally this idea I think I saw from Brian King. It's one of our overseas demonstrators. I can't remember if his was a box or a tissue box, really not quite sure, but thank you to Brian for the inspiration. I just changed up the dimensions to fit these tissue packs. Okay, so it doesn't matter which side you start on, obviously. So you're going to score at 1 inch, 3 1/4 inches, 4 1/4, and 6 1/2, and then turn that round and score again at 1 inch, 5 1/2 inches, and 6 1/2 inches. Scoring done. Quite simple. Okay, so fold and burnish all the score lines. So just a little bit about Sale-a-bration this year. It's a bit different to any other year we've had, in as much as it's only for 2 months. So it was for January and for the rest of February. And this is because we're going to have another one in July and August. Amazing. So normally it's a once a year promotion, but they've condensed it down to 2 months, but across 2 parts of the year. So it's a really great time. Our new annual catalogue will be out by then, so lots that people want to buy, and you get freebies as well for spending, basically. So more for your money. Who doesn't like a bargain? So look out for that too. But like I say, there's still a few days left, just under a week left of Sale-a-bration for this period. So if you need to order anything, want to order anything, you'll still qualify. For every £45 you spend with me, you get to choose a freebie. So have a quick check. Okay, so I've scored on all of the score lines. Sorry, folded all of the score lines. With you need the 2 sections at the top, 1 at the bottom. So we're going to do the base of the box first. So I'm just going to remove this skinny edge here, skinny corner, and I'm going to just slightly cut this one diagonally across there. Okay, and then on each of these score lines going up to this one here, I'm just going to cut a triangle either side. You could cut them all straight first and then go in and do that afterwards, but it just saves a bit of time. So a little triangle off that one, and then either side of this, so I'm going to come in up there, and then this side too. So it's just taking out that little piece either side of the score line. So do that across the bottom on all of these. And this is the base, so it doesn't matter if they're not all perfectly the same size. It really doesn't matter at all. Okay, so that's what you end up with here. So we're missing that little corner. And then turn it around, we're going to do the top now. So these are going to be the 2 tabs on the inside, and this is the lid. So to start with, we can get rid of these 4 sections here. So let me just show you that again. We've got these square tabs either side of one of these sections. So we need those pieces. We're going to get rid of these 4 up here. So the really kind of skinny corner and the next 2. So cut right along this score line here, up to the first tab that's going to be inside, and then down here. So that piece gone. And then, so the 2 side tabs and the lid we're left with. So cut down to the second score line on both of these. And then we need to get rid of this first tab on each of these. Not on the center one, just on those 2 kind of square tabs there. And then just to help it close, we're just going to take a little triangle off each of these. So I call them flower pots, because that's the shape you're left with, the flower pot kind of there. And again, it doesn't matter too much how much you take off, but you just really want to slither each side. There we go. And then finally on this little flap that's going to tuck in, you need to take the smallest amount off. So really don't take too much, otherwise it will keep springing open. So literally a slither. So I'm going to come up here and just show you tiny like, oh, there we go. So you see, really tiny piece. So you'd barely notice it really. And the same on this side. It's not the end of the world if it pops open, but obviously it's nicer to, I don't know if I've taken enough off. You can always go back and take more off if you need to. So this is obviously how it's going to fold up here. So the piece next to the skinny tab here, we need to put our designer series paper on. I'm going to have the lighter ombre at the top. So we can just pop this down with glue. Whoops, mine's not coming out. There we go. So we've had a bit of good news in the UK. They're starting to look at lifting the lockdown that we're currently in. Schools are going back in a couple of weeks. Well, a week and a half now. One of my girls is really happy about that. One of them not so happy. Because I think she's quite liked being at home. She's a bit of a home girl, Bo. But, you know, obviously it will do them all good. And then gradually we're going to start coming out of this lockdown. So it's really good news for spring coming up ahead. So I hope wherever you are, you're in the same kind of situation, that things are starting to get a bit better. Okay, so we have that there. I'm also going to show you, and this is optional, I put a ribbon in the top here. It will open perfectly fine without one. So don't feel you have to, but I quite liked having that little kind of thing that you could pull open. So the way I did this is I've got a crocodile here. If you don't have one, a hole punch that you can fit into the middle of this one here. If not, use a take a pick tool or something, just something underneath it just to put that hole in. So I just found the middle. You could just guess, but it's this little section here is 1 inch, so you just need to mark 1/2 inch here, little mark, and then come across this way as well, and this is then 2 1/4 inches, so you need to find 1 1/8 here. So there you go, you can see just about where we're going. I just used the smaller punch, the smaller hole on my punch, and it just about fits in there. Is that the one I'm going for? Yeah. Okay. So you can see I've got my little hole. You can do that afterwards as well, but it's just a bit easier to do it at this stage. And like I say, totally optional. We'll decorate the front afterwards, I think. So let's go ahead and put it together. So on this strip here, next to the designer series paper, you need to put some adhesive here. So I'm going to use tear and tape. I'm actually just going to fold one edge over so you can see where I'm putting it. So putting it fairly close to the folding edge there. Okay, there we go. And then if you're using glue, you need to do the next bit afterwards, because you're getting a bit of a pickle. But if you're not using glue, flip it over, and it's this tab here that you want to put some adhesive on. So like I say, if you're using wet glue, do this at the point after we've stuck the rest of the box together. Okay, so this one's on the kind of good side. These are on the inside. Okay, so I fold these 2 tabs over and take the backing off, and then this one will just fold in like that. So you've got a nice neat edge. You don't need to worry about kind of lining it up here. Okay, at the bottom, the 2 small tabs in, then this one, and then take the adhesive off this, or add your adhesive, your glue at this stage if you're using wet glue. And then just line that up. Cool, nearly there. So with the ribbon, I've used, what have I used here? It's Bumblebee, one of the in colour ribbons, the 2020-22 in colour ribbons here, because I just thought that looked really nice and kind of spring-like. I've gone ahead and cut this little crazy dude here, coloured him in, and cut this fence piece out. This is Early Espresso. With him, I stamped him in Memento ink and then coloured with various blends. I think I used Mango Melody mainly, a couple of the Poppy Parades, Flirty Flamingo, Pool Party, those colours. Okay, but I just thought I'd go ahead and do that. So with the ribbon, you need about 7 inches, and all I did was just fold it in half. So you want to create a knot kind of down here about, well, probably a bit higher actually, depending on how big you want your loop. But I left it this long so you can tie this piece quite easily. So what I do is I use this loop to tie a knot. So I'm just going to fold this round. You could use the loose ends, but I find it easier to use the loop. And then make it as small as you want, or as long as you want, before you kind of tighten the knot. Seems a little bit wasteful with this, but it's really fiddly to tie it if you do it any smaller. Actually, I might poke that through first and then trim it off. So the way I've got it to go through, so I've just got it on the inside here, and then I'm going to use my stylus here, and you just, anything that's not too sharp, push that loop through, and then you can see there it's resisting with the knot, and then just give it a little trim on the inside. There we go. And then you're ready to pop. Oh, one last thing actually, I've put a little kind of thumb notch in there. So I've used the 1 inch circle punch, and again, it's not essential because you can still get them out, but just slide that in kind of not quite half the way down, take out that little section there, so it just gives you a better chance of grabbing hold of the tissues here. I might just actually trim off that end of there. Ooh, shaky hand with this one. I need more coffee this morning. There we go. And so these just fold in. This one folds in the top, and if you haven't quite trimmed enough off, this would be the stage to go ahead and do a bit more trimming of that little lip that's going in there. And then finally, just some glue on the back of the fence. So I've just put it on each of the posts. So you can see these are really quick and easy to do. So you could score a few of these and have them ready for whenever you need them. It's just a really cute little gift. So pop the fence on here. It'll it won't quite go all the way across, but that's absolutely fine. And then I popped some dimensionals under this little one here. So I put just a couple on here. I think I put 2 on his head. They're so cute, these little characters though. Okay, last one. And then pop him on the top. Oops, got a dimensional backing on. How cute is that? So lovely little gift to pop in, cheer someone up. They can put it in their bag or keep it on their desk. Take care, see you soon, bye.